I'm Grant Gershon. I'm the Kiki and David Gindler Artistic Director of the LA Master Chorale, and we are so excited about our education programs here, which are transforming young lives every single day. And I have with me two of our newest team members, and I am so excited to be working with you guys. And wondered, Jose, maybe you would start by introducing yourself and just talking a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, so I'm Jose. I'm the Education Programs Manager here at the LA Master Chorale. I oversee our legacy programs, which are the Oratorio Project, Voices Within, and the High School Choir Festival. So I make sure that they run and manage all the logistics of them. Yeah.
And they're running amazingly. and Sarah.
Hi, my name is Sarah Gonzalez. I am the director of the Youth Chorus LA, which is a brand new initiative with the Los Angeles Master Chorale, and I'm very excited because we just launched our pilot program. So, brand new program, lots of potential.
And lots to talk about there. Jose, I wondered if maybe we would start with you and talking about the Oratorio Project, which just happened in Granada Hills.
Yes, so we just had our culminations for the Oratorio Project. We actually had 4 performances, and I'll tell you a little bit about how this kind of gets created. There are 3 teaching artists that go into the classrooms and work with the students to create the libretto and put together an oratorio. Typically, there's a topic that is culturally rich, and so they work throughout a full semester to write the words and the melodies for this oratorio. And at the end, they rehearse it and put it together in a culmination that is presented to the community and also to their classmates. In these 4 performances, there were about 1,200 people in the audience. And so it was really great to see the students proudly present something that they've put together. And a total of 1,200 students were actually able to be present and watch these other colleagues of theirs present this oratorio that they had written. It was just so inspiring to see these students stand up there proudly, being able to sing something they put together. A lot of them say they just have never been able to share stories that are so relevant to or connect to the music so deeply. And they know these stories so deeply because they went deep into these stories and wrote those from the perspectives of those people.
Can you talk a little bit about every year we choose with the students and with the teachers topics that are very relevant to them and culturally resonant. And I think that's one of the things that's made the program so vital. And this year the topic was I thought particularly interesting.
Yes. So this year they wrote about the House Un-American Activities Committee, and a lot of the students said they didn't even know what communism was, and they just went in and thought that this topic might have been not relevant to today, but somehow they really dug deep and saw these stories and really related to today. And at the end, they sang a song called Today, and it just highlighted how there is relevance to cancel culture and social media, and how that things that were happening in the past are actually relevant to their own lives. And not only did they learn about the history of these events, but they also were able to connect to them and see the link of why things are happening today based on our history.
Yeah, it was really, really powerful. And I think that the Oratorio Project is very much related to Voices Within, our program that where we work primarily with 5th graders. And
Yes.
Because this is about creation as much as it is about performance. I wondered if you can talk a little bit about what that's like.
Yeah, so Voices Within is like the elementary school version of this, and that is just a semester long. So we go into a 5th grade a set of 5th grade classes at an elementary school and work with the students. Similar model, there are 3 teaching artists. There's a composer, there's a lyricist, and there's a singer. And they put together similar 6 songs. They choose a topic. It could be anything from outer space down to right now they're at our East LA programs. They have decided on the topics being Puebla, Mexico, which is a city in Mexico, and about 50% of the students in that school are descendants from Puebla. Their parents are from Puebla. So it was really cool to hear them. I actually was there today, and they were just talking about their connection to the topic and how their grandparents are actually from Puebla. And so yeah, they put together the words and lyrics, the lyrics and the melodies for these songs, and at the end also present it to their school. At the end, I think it's a different effect than the oratorio project, because the oratorio project we're working with a choir, and those kids have signed up to be part of this choir. Where in Voices Within, they're just in the classroom. A lot of times they are shy and don't want to sing. They've never sung in front of someone before. And at the end, we see such a high change in their willingness and love for singing and using their voice and sharing their thoughts. Throughout this process, they learn a lot about collaboration. They see it modeled in front of them by seeing the three teaching artists collaborate with each other. And so there's a lot of impact at the end because the students have just been through a lot of these activities that they've never had been part of before. So
yeah. It's one of the things I've loved with the Voices Within program, particularly, is watching the students transform over the course of the 8 or 9 weeks of residency. Sometimes it's the shyest student that takes the most effort from the teachers to kind of draw out, that in the end is the loudest and strongest singer and the most kind of inflamed with the creative process, and it's so fun to see. We're here in Disney Hall, and I can't help but think about the High School Choir Festival, which comes up this year on May 3rd. It's the 35th annual festival that the Master Chorale has created, and the idea that we have over 900 students here, all surrounding the stage, all coming together from all over Southern California, and creating this massive choir and this massive infusion of positivity into the city and into the space. It's the program that I've been involved with the longest, since I first came to the chorale in 2001, and it is absolutely magical. And I know both of you have experienced this now, being in the concert hall, and not just for the students, but also for the teachers, for the programs that are going strong in Los Angeles, kind of against all the odds. These really magical choral programs, and so that's something that just fills me with a huge amount of pleasure and pride. And as we look towards the future, now, Sarah, Youth Chorus LA is something that we've been dreaming about for a number of years, because it fills such a need here in Los Angeles, and wondered if you can share with us what that's about.
Yeah, this has been such an exciting project to be a part of, and I think because we're offering something new, and the most important thing is that we want to invite students from all sorts of communities all over Los Angeles, eventually, that's our goal, to be a part of a youth chorus, and we don't want cost to be a barrier. So we're really providing something that's equitable and that's really special for young singers. We are starting small right now. We just launched our pilot in Huntington Park, and we're at 2 different schools. And what's great is that we were able to really sort of catapult off the excitement from the Voices Within schools, San Antonio Elementary and Lucille Roybal, where there was a residency last semester. We're now starting an after-school pilot with those 2 schools. So we just started. We have about 60 kids involved already, and they come after school. they have these big open eyes and they're so excited to sing, and it feels like we're starting something so special that's about to just change everything for them.
Yeah, it's so exciting and so necessary for Los Angeles. There's so many aspects of singing and singing together that are transformative for young people. And it's not just the music and the self-expression, but it's also the well-being, the sense of confidence,
Yeah, and
the sense of
community
working,
too.
Yeah, working together.
We're really hoping that once we can expand this project, a year or 2 years down the line, that we're going to bring together kids from communities that might not otherwise have to meet. So really, singing is going to be the thing that connects them, and then we're also hoping that bringing them to Disney Hall and having them experience the Master Chorale here is going to totally, give them a perspective that they might not have had otherwise. So it feels just really exciting to be on the precipice of this. I'm so happy to be here to help.
That's great. Well, we are so grateful, Jose and Sarah, to have both of you on the team at the LA Master Chorale. There's great things coming up ahead and more young lives being transformed every day. So thanks, you guys.
Thank you, Grant.